Oh yeah, baby. It's time. I got my coffee. It's Saturday morning, June 7th. You know what that means. It's time for the return of Sean's Poker Adventures. Oh yeah, it's time. It's time to play some cards. I haven't played much this year. Been busy with life. It's okay. Just got back from LA. Went to Disneyland with my mom and my kids for 3 days. Went on all the rides, had so much fun. Here's a few pictures. Great memories. I think I had 47,000 steps in 3 days, and my mom had over 60,000. So very proud of her for keeping up. We're all kind of running around, trying to get in all the action, using the lightning pass to beat all the lines. It was awesome. But now we're switching gears. I dropped the kids off yesterday, and we're heading to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a little chilly here in Lafayette. It's about 60 degrees. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Love my morning walks. But here's the weather forecast for Las Vegas for the next 4 or 5 days that I'll be there. It's gonna be hot. Hopefully I'm gonna be running hot, just like the weather when I play some cards. So yeah, I'm excited. I've been scoping out. There's an app called Bravo Poker, and it shows what games are going all the time, how many people are playing, what the wait lists look like, what tournaments are playing. So I've been scoping it out the last couple days. There's not a lot of limit going. And anyone that's watched my previous videos, you know I'm a limit guy. I love limit hold'em. I'm a math brain. It's just what I do. And limit hold'em is all about math and odds, reading your player, knowing how they're playing. No limit's a whole different beast. Now the other day I said I'd never played in a big limit tournament. That's not completely true. Back in 2018, I think, I played in a 6 max limit event at the World Series of Poker, which means they only have 6-handed, 6 players or less at the table. That is a completely different beast from playing a full table of limit hold'em. Here's a little flashback to that. Why do I smell a skunk? I hope I don't get sprayed. I'm getting out of here. This tournament is so sick. I'm 4 hours in. I started with 15,000. I'm at 12,500. This game is psycho. It's like a big game of chicken. It's definitely the funnest thing I've ever played in my life. It's insane. 3 bets, 4 bets, every street. It's basically like you just have to bet. It's fun. Yeah, that tournament was insane. But I made day 2, and I played with all pros. I recognized a bunch of guys at my table. There were no weak spots, but my skills and limit, I held my own, and it built my confidence that I could play with some really top level, really players in the world, because the World Series of Poker, they come out for the summer. It's the best players in the world. Now, I'm not saying I'm on their level, but I could compete as long as I get a decent run of cards and I play smart. I can hang with them. And I built a big stack that day. Then my cards went dead at the end of the night. So how it goes. So what exactly is limit hold'em for those of you who don't know? Well, if you watch any poker on TV now, it's all no limit hold'em. Because it's more exciting for TV. Big all-ins, huge pots. But that's not really how poker started. Granted, the main event, the $10,000 buy-in, the big one every year is no limit hold'em. But back in the day, before poker got big, before 2003, most of the big pros were just playing limit hold'em. Huge amounts of dollars, but still limit, which means the betting is capped. So here's an example of a hand played in limit hold'em versus no limit hold'em, and you can see how different they are. So let's say we're playing 4-8 limit hold'em, small blinds $2, big blinds $4, and I got $200 in my stack. I just sat down. And I'm on the button with 7-8 of clubs. So let's say two guys call, I raise. I like raising these pots because it's a really nice hand to make flushes and straights and build a big pot. So if I hit, I win a big pot. So we got call, I raise to 8, small blind and big blind call, the other two guys call. So there's 8 times 5, $40 in the pot. Flop comes out, queen jack of clubs and the deuce of hearts. So it checks around to me, I bet 4, everyone calls. So now there's 60 in the pot. So the turn comes, a blank, doesn't help. And then the guy leads out for $8. So there's 60 in the pot, and in order to stay I gotta bet 8, because now the limit's bumped up to $8 after the turn. And let's say everyone calls, so we got 60 plus 32, 92. 92 in the pot, and it cost me 8 to see if I can hit my flush. So I'm getting over 10-to-1 odds to stay, because there's 92 in the pot and it only cost me 8 to stay. Well, the odds of hitting my flush here are only about 4 or 5-to-1, because there's 46 unknown cards out of the 52 card deck, and 9 of those are clubs. So here in limit, it's an easy call. This is under the assumption that nobody else has clubs, and if I hit my club, I'm no good. This is assuming that if I hit, I'm good. So this is an easy decision. I call. Regardless of whether I hit my flush or not, I'm making the right play, because in the long term, if you're getting a really good price, and it's way better than the pot odds you're getting, it's definitely going to make money in the long run. So let's run that same hand playing no limit cash game. Blinds are $1, $2. I'm on the button with $200. So less people play in no limit than limit because there is more raising to bigger amounts. So you're going to get more 2 or 3 handed flops versus 5, 6, 7 handed. So let's say it folds to me. I make it $10 with the same hand, and the big blind calls. So there's $21 in the pot. My 10 plus the big blind's 10 plus the small blind's $1, and he folded. Same flop. Guy checks. I bet 10, he calls. So now there's 41 in the pot. Okay. So now the turn comes. I don't hit my flush. And he goes all in for $100. Well, so now there's 141 in the pot. Cost me 100. Easy math. I'm getting 1.4 to 1, 1.4 to 1 odds on the pot. But the odds of hitting my flush is still about 4 or 5 to 1. So in this case, it doesn't make sense to call at all, because the pot is just not big enough for me to warrant calling, being less than a 20% chance to hit my flush. So my tournament Monday, it's limit hold'em. But in a tournament, the blinds go up and up and up and up. It's either going to be a 2 or 3 day tournament. I think it's 2 days, play down to the final table. And then the final table would be Wednesday. So if I make the final table, I'm going to have to change my plans to come back Thursday. I'd be happy to do that because I'd be in the money. So I've made 2 day 2s in my World Series of Poker career. Once was in the shootout where I made day 2 after my 13-hour marathon session, and Mark was there to root me on. And my other day 2 was the 6 max limit event against all the pros, where I barely made day 2. I had no chips going into the next day. Played the first hand and lost, and I was out, but I was so short stacked. So I'm just gonna finish up my walk here, get some food, finish packing, head to the airport, and then I'm off to sunny Las Vegas where it's 100 degrees. And it's time to start Sean's Poker Adventures 2025. Let's go. Alright, so I am here at the Horseshoe. I can't check in till 4, it's about 3:20, so I just ordered a sandwich, gonna have a club sandwich. I'm already on the later schedule, which is good, eating lunch at about 3:30. And then I guess I'll be doing dinners around 8. That's pretty much how I do Vegas on these poker trips. So, easy trip, easy flight. So I'm gonna get checked in, get in my room, and then figure out my plan for the rest of the night. Check in shortly. Okay, I'm checked in my room. The Horseshoe, nice king-size bed. Got some nice AC right there. Gonna need that, it's hot out. Pretty good space. That's where I'll be living for the next 4 days. Get a full view of the room. Where I'll take my little naps, my rests, and the $1 million view of the roof. Womp womp. Now I did ask to be as close to the tournament area as possible on the lowest floor possible, so I guess this is what I get. And I did not upgrade. Well, I'm gonna get settled and walk down and scope the area out. Okay, I'm heading down to the World Series of Poker area. Got my bag unpacked. Not only am I a poker player, but I'm a fan of poker, and all the big boys are in town playing all the events. So I'm gonna just start off with chill, not play, just come down from all the traveling I've been doing and go see if I can see some pros and watch a little poker. I'm gonna time how long it takes to walk from my room to the poker area. That'll be crucial information when it comes time for the tournament. So I'll see you downstairs.
I can play the Yeah. And there's only another verse. It goes, D-Negs over there waving our hands in the air. I'm going to send you an actual good song. Okay. I mean, I think this is going to be a classic. Yes. It has 4,000 listens. I think I'm 3,900 of them.
Well, that's pretty freaking awesome. Walk into the room. They have the 7-card stud $10,000 buy-in championship going. Walk up. Gus Hansen is directly in front of me, who is very beginning my favorite player of all time. He's the one that got me into poker. Sitting right next to him, Daniel Negreanu, whose vlog I follow every day, whose videos I model all my videos after. And they had a little, I didn't want to interrupt him. Here we go, WSOP. I didn't want to interrupt him because I know he hates it, but he had a little moment where he didn't get a hand. So I asked if he could get a photo with me, and he obliged. So, super cool. What a great way to start this out. So, I was just chilling by the feature table area. It was super awesome. Just chilling. Pretty tired from flying. But I realized I can play online because I'm in Nevada. Might be able to play some sit and goes, maybe play in a satellite to get into my tournament Monday. I don't know. I also realized there's a $333 online event tomorrow. And the only plan I have tomorrow is going to the Sphere at 12 o'clock for the Inside Earth experience. So maybe I'll play a little online event tomorrow. Who knows? I'm probably going to just go up to the room, get a little rest, shower, refresh, and go from there. I'm going to need to get some food. I got a little sandwich, but it wasn't a ton of food. So yeah, maybe I'll pop over to Bellagio for the evening, see what's going on, see if they have a limit game I want to jump into. We'll see. Never know what the night calls for. All right, checking in a bit. Quick update, playing 4-8 at South Point, 4-8 limit hold'em. I bought in for 200. I'm up about 80 bucks. I won a really good pot right off the start. I tilted a guy so bad. He was so pissed. He was staring at me. He's like, you know you got lucky, right? You know you got lucky. I'm like, yeah, man, I got lucky. I will do a hand breakdown as I end my evening, but turns out my friend Nikki, who I met last May, is here, and I'm sitting right next to her, so we're chatting it up. She's from the Bay Area, but moved to Vegas a few years ago. So we're having fun, chatting it up, playing some limit hold'em late into the evening on a Saturday night in Vegas. Let's keep that stack growing. And they have bonuses too. If I make quads or a straight flush, you get to grab an envelope anywhere from like 150 bucks to 2,500 with a bonus multiplier. So if you happen to pull a $2,500 with a 5x, you win 12,500. So you got to make quads or a straight flush or better, which would be a royal. If I make a royal flush with the king queen of diamonds, make 2,500. So they got some cool bonuses going. And I got to go get my cards dealt. I'll check in with more chips, hopefully, in a little bit. I'm back at the Horseshoe. It is 1:57 a.m. Sunday morning. I played at South Point with Nikki, played some 4-8. I think I played for about 3.5 to 4 hours. I ended up losing 37 bucks. I won 2 pretty big hands, but didn't win any other hands the whole night. I got to do a hand breakdown, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. This hand was amazing, where I put the guy on such tilt. He was staring at me. He wasn't a very friendly guy to begin with, but definitely going to do the hand breakdown because the hand was awesome. So there's some World Series of Poker behind us there. So I'm going to call it a night. So I'm down just a little bit, but tomorrow I got the Sphere Earth Experience at noon. Can't wait to check out the Sphere. It looks awesome. And then I'm just kind of chilling. Who knows what I'm going to do? Probably play some cards somewhere. Maybe South Point, maybe play here, Bellagio, we'll see. So until tomorrow, thanks for watching, and I'll check in on day 2 of Sean's Poker Adventures at the World Series of Poker 2025. Later!